Today we're going to talk about the best wire connectors that I have ever run into. And I got a question to ask you. Can your wire connectors do this? Hey guys, Toolman Tim here. Welcome back to the workshop where we create community, find freedom, promote preparedness, and share success. Back with another review for you, but real quick, you want to know more about who I am? ToolmanTim.co. Run by there. I got way over 200 items I've used and abused, stuff that's made me money if you're looking for gear recommendations. Okay, so today we are going to talk about the solder and seal wire connectors. And if you haven't heard of these things, they're incredible. Apparently they've been in the aviation field for a lot of years, and they've come down in price to the point where they're absolutely affordable for the DIYer, home electrician, that kind of stuff. So let me show you what these things look like. So I'm going to get in real close if you can see them. They're just a wire with two colors on either end to show you where to stop with the insulation, and then a little band of solder on the inside. So how do they work? Well, I showed you the connection right there. That's just two pieces of 14 gauge wire. You slide a wire in each side. I'm gonna do a whole demonstration here at the end, but if you haven't used these, you gotta check them out. And they're dirt cheap. $9.99 for a 120 pack on Amazon, US dollars. Canadian, I paid just over 20 bucks because, well, you know what happens to us. 4.6 stars out of 20,000 reviews on Amazon. So people kind of like the product. It's a package. I'll show you this. Get it in the light there, Tim. Bunch of different sizes. So you get 120 pieces all together. You get the white color. You get 30 pieces. They're good for 26 to 24 gauge. Red, you get 40 pieces. They're good for 22 to 18 gauge. Blue, that's the one I use all the time. You get 40 of those. They're good for 16 to 14 gauge. And then you get 10 yellow, which are good for 12 to 10 gauge. Now these things are incredible. I think the thing I love about them, well, they're sturdy, number one, so they'll hold a lot. I read reviews online that they'll actually hold up to 30 pounds of a connector. Try using your old wire nuts to do that. But it's a wire connector and shrink tubing all in one. No electrical tape needed, which is my favorite. So what do I like about them? Well, number one, they're see-through, so you can make sure that the connector has been completely done properly. They're IP67 rated, which means the 6 means 100% dust proof, and the 7 means up to 30 minutes submerged in 3 feet of water. So they're waterproof, dust proof, see-through, they're shrink tubing, and the electrical connection all in one. So I first saw these guys on the Silver Symbol YouTube channel. If you haven't checked him out, you got to. He's a really cool East Coaster, or New Englander, I guess you'd call him. Does some incredible generator videos, and his channel has grown by leaps and bounds. Like I said, I picked these up a year ago, and they sat on my shelf for, I don't know, 7 or 8 months at least before I tried them. So they'll shrink down 2 to 1. So you put it in there, and that plastic will shrink down to half its original size. It takes 175 degrees Fahrenheit to shrink the plastic and 280 degrees Fahrenheit to melt the solder ring inside. So I'm going to show you the process for doing it. It takes a little bit of patience, around 2 minutes to get a real proper connection. Might seem like a little more time, but they're just so good. There's so much less muss and fuss. Okay, so this is basically how it goes in. Put the wire in like that. Next wire in like that. You can use the color there to give you an idea for depth. And what I like to do, just like that, okay? And then I try to get the shrink wrap to melt as quick as I can. I find if you get right to the point and get it right in there, it'll hold everything into place. Now normally what you do is you would move the heat gun around instead of the wire. If you keep the heat right to it and keep rotating, 1 to 2 minutes is all it takes. Start to see that solder get shiny. There we go, starting to run already. Now we're just going to let it cool down. See if we can get it to focus. Then we can. There you are. Watertight, soldered, very, very durable connection. Strong these connectors are. I should have done this one beforehand, but we're going to put that wire there. That's a full set, double-sided of sockets. All right, guys, what'd you think of that demonstration? I seriously, I love these things. They're so simple. I love finding these little gadgets for like 10 bucks that I can recommend to you guys that just make our life a little bit better. Definitely fit in a preparedness toolbox, something to have on hand just in case. So that's it for me this week, guys. Like I said, check out toolmantim.co. Run by there, check out the shop section. We got like 30 categories and well over 200 products. Everybody's always asking me, Tim, what do you recommend for this or that? So I put it all together there for you. If you pick anything up there, a portion of that through Amazon will help support the content I create. Or even if you don't, if you just start your Amazon shopping there, we'll get support that way as well. And check out my social media links over there. Check out the monthly newsletter. And of course, if you like what you see here, hit the subscribe button and stick around. And as always, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, and have a great week.